A rope rescue in New York, a blast in London, wreckage in Seattle, and a high-rise evacuation in the Bay Area all share one thing in common: fires caused by e-bikes and lithium-ion batteries.
So the fire was up in there.
Alec Bash lives in the Gateway Apartments in San Francisco.
Someone was charging lithium-ion batteries for a scooter or something.
Bash escaped the frightening fire, which ignited as quick as this demonstration. Electric bikes and scooters have exploded in popularity in more ways than one, and firefighters across the country say they're having difficulty keeping up with the flames often caused by third-party batteries and improper charging and storage. Even after the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission announced in 2022 it was clamping down because the issue had reached a crisis level. Months after that, a New York City fire in an e-bike repair shop killed 4 people and critically injured 2 others, thus making lithium-ion batteries a leading cause of fire deaths in the nation's largest city.
As we move down the table here,
Across the country in Seattle, Fire Captain Matt Lujan has counted up the damage that has been inflicted in mere seconds.
Li batteries can go into thermal runaway when they are charged improperly. One of the worst things you can do is charge a battery with a charger that's not intended for it.
Leading his boss, Seattle Fire Chief Harold Scoggins, to suggest state and federal laws should be amended. Spotlight on America has tracked lithium-ion related fires from coast to coast. 268 related incidents in New York alone in 2023, resulting in 150 injuries and 18 deaths. Deadly fires in Pennsylvania and Virginia, others in rural and suburban areas. Yet there is no clear federal database tracking the problem. Back in San Francisco, you've had multiple issues at this spot.
Yes, we've had multiple fires here because of batteries.
The fire marshal has urged the city to take its own action and alter fire codes on charging and storage.
A lithium-ion battery creates their own oxygen, and it's something that can't be put out with water. If you lose the building, you're going to lose the next building and the next one. And so we have to be really aggressive.
It was a really hectic time for everybody.
Bash, who has now lived near 2 of these fires, thinks change is needed too before the next scooter scare. They've become ubiquitous, from major cities to the suburbs. Scooter use that is blowing up, quite literally. As Spotlight on America has reported, e-scooters and many micro-mobility devices are part of a dangerous trend.
When they burn hot. They can't be put out by fire extinguishers.
Aaron Peskin is the president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. Isn't there a risk here with people that they take them home and put them in front of their front door?
There have been countless tragedies.
Multiple deaths and fires are connected to e-scooters in just the last few years, while the feds have spun their wheels on regulation. Why hasn't the government cracked down on how they're used and where they're stored?
People are getting replacement batteries off of e-commerce platforms that are cheaply made and really are dangerous.
Alexander Hohn-Sark is the chair of the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission. The agency told Spotlight on America the CPSC has only issued 10 recalls of the devices, and with no federal standard governing the safety of the batteries. It seems like when you have a threat like that and you have something that has caused damage and caused deaths, that there is action right away. What the heck has taken so long?
When we see a problem, we go out there and we look at the specific products that are causing the problems and look to get them recalled if there is a defect out there.
Congress has floated legislation that would require the CPSC to set standards, but nothing has passed.
When Congress steps in, they cut through a lot of the red tape and we can do things faster and more efficiently.
Poorly manufactured and poorly handled lithium-ion batteries are ticking time bombs in American homes and businesses.
New York Congressman Richie Torres has been pushing for legislative intervention, with fire officials pleading for action at a recent hearing in Congress.
Ultimately, there's no substitute for federal legislation.
Yeah, so we really need that legislation enacted.
But in the absence of that, it falls to local government officials like myself and my colleagues.
That is why San Francisco approved a bill last month to limit storage of mobility devices and the use and sale of damaged lithium-ion batteries. New York City has also taken action, and Seattle is talking about legislation.
We're trying to get our hands around it as best we can. It's not perfect. It's the best we can do. Until then, the danger will still hover at the surface.
as America continues to move along. In San Francisco, I'm Chris Daniels for Spotlight on America.